I wanted to show you a new punch that I just received. Gosh, you can see how dirty it is already. I've been using it. This is a new EK Success flower maker, and you can see the pattern on here, and it's called a Gerber Daisy. So I try to write on there because it's really hard to remember. This is one of those punches that open, oof, and then close for storage. I'm going to show you how easy it is to use. I have this pile of scrap paper on my desk, so I'm just going to show you, this is how I tend to use it. I know that really you're supposed to use it this way and then line them up along this way, but I find that this works best for me is I line up in the little window here, and then I can see the little piece of paper. You see where I'm moving it there? I can see the little piece of paper, and then I punch. That's what it's looking like. And then again, I go back to the little window. If you can see where that little spot is, I line it up on there again, and you always make sure the paper is flush. It's up against, because there's a little shelf, like right here. There's a little shelf, a little ledge, and that's what your paper goes up against. So I always make sure I can feel that. And then I go back to the little window, and I make sure it's lined up, and then I punch again. And again, as you can see, it's doing a very good job. So I have a few that I cut out. Just move some of this crumbs out of the way. I have a few here that are already cut out. And I wanted to show you one of the ideas I had. Is that I could use just a plain white, cut out of white. And then I could use an ink pad to distress them or add color. So I was going to do it like this, or just do the edges if you want, or do either side. You can do that both sides if you want. So I kind of like the tips done a little bit. So this way you could make lots of them with the ink pads, with whatever color choice you want, and then have these. And show you some of them I've already made. This is one I've been working on, and all you're doing is folding them. I wanted to show you, I'll show you with this one that I have started here. And all you do is start rolling. Let's see if you can see this. As you start rolling, and you can decide if you want it to be a big roll, if you want it to be a little roll. I kind of play around with it. I've played around with a few different things, so I'm going to show you. Is again, you're just rolling it. And if you can see, it's just a curve. I think you can see that. Let me see. Let me turn it this way. And that's all I'm doing. And then I have one here that's a little farther along. And you can make it as tight as you want. This one I used iridescent paper. I don't know if you can see that, but I do that. And I always kind of keep my finger on the bottom. Now this one I've already started to pull the leaves down, but I wanted to show you what the bottom looks like. And I kind of hold my finger on that right there while I'm turning it, so that it gives you an idea. Now when you're first doing it, all the leaves are like this, so you're doing it. And then what you can do is you can use glue dots. I'm going to move this over. You can use glue dots. I just have some of these that I want to use up. I like the rolls a lot better, but I have a few of these that I'm still using up. So what I do making is just, I put a little glue dot on the very end. I assume you can see that. Add that on there. And then you can close that. And it holds. Now, if you want to use glue, you're more than welcome to use glue. You can use hot glue. You know, any of those things will work. Whatever you find is easier. I'm just going to move all this stuff out of the way. So here I am with my flower, and like I said, it'll be like this when you're turning it. And then you just start to pull the leaves down. So since I already started this one, I'm just going to show you real quick, is they can be bent. Now you can bend them, you can curl them, you can do whatever you want with this. You know, you can make it as flat as you want, you can make it as, and I think this is one of those things that if you did this, you could actually hot glue this, you could actually cover this with leaves. Let me show you a couple of examples I have here. Did a couple where it was two-sided paper, so it was brown on one side, and actually I was thinking it would be kind of neat to use the flower this way. Let me find another piece of white paper here so that you can see this better. I think it works this way. It also works that way. And here's another one I did. Oops, I had it in my hand, so I can bend it. So here's the brown, and then here's the pink side. So you can use them either way you want. You could put gems on it, you could put flowers on it. You could put a little like glitter or something like that in the middle. So these are my first drafts, so first time I've used it. These are available again from EK Success, and I want to say they have either 4 or 5 different ones, and the leaves are all different. So if you'd like to check them out, go to EK Success and see what you think. Hope you like my quick little tutorial. Thanks for stopping. Bye.